Welcome, Aries, to your January 28th through the February 5th reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Getting straight in here. Tomorrow we have the new moon on the 29th, along with the Chinese New Year, where the snake will finally enter, right? Getting ready for that beautiful wood snake year. A little bit of chaos, a little bit of this and that, but otherwise it brings chaos, right, to bring blessings. So let's see what's going on with you. Best message, please, for the beautiful Aries. Having this strength. So there's something that has to do with having that inner strength right now, guys. Really using maybe even some subtle power, but really tapping into. It's almost like it feels like whatever didn't kill me made me stronger. I may have had a little fear of what was going on, but my courage has strengthened over here. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I'm a little fearful of putting my arm inside this lion's mouth, but you know what? I'm going to do it because I can do it and I have the courage and the strength to do so. So let's see. Talking about that love. Talking about things that you're passionate about. There could be a little bit of haphazard action, kind of crazy talking about, I mean, look, she's putting her arm into a lion's mouth. So you could feel like, you know what, even though we're having these ups and downs, what didn't kill me made me a little bit stronger, because I know that I have this control, I have this power, this strength when it comes to this relationship of what it is I truly want over here. Okay, but it might have felt a little haphazard. It might even be that maybe you have to speak to something and you know that it might not go your way. But, you know, even if you're in this love situation, sometimes we need to speak our truths, right? Even though it might cause a little bit of chaos, a little, you know, disruption when it comes to this situation. For a lot of you, this is a love commitment. And you need to stand up maybe for yourself, right? And trust within the situation and trust that, you know what, maybe if I do say something, this could turn everything around. So having the acceptance and the understanding, but also knowing that you're going to need a little bit of solitude, a little retreat time right now to get things back together, right? So it is a good time also to relax. Okay, so it does feel like when you are speaking this and speaking your truth over here, Aries, that things will be a little more relaxed. I feel like you're going to be very relaxed in doing so, because you're going to be releasing some kind of pain, moving on, but feeling very optimistic about whatever it is that's going to happen, right, is going to happen for you. So I do feel like this person may want to compromise with you. They do want to fix this situation with you, and wanting some kind of forgiveness over here. Maybe you want them to say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's all you're looking for is I'm sorry that this happened. You know, I'm sorry that you know, sometimes all we want is just tell me you're sorry. I mean, how hard is it? Right. So you have your own personal goals over here. There is a little bit of a lack of mindset, a little weary that, you know, maybe they might go back to doing what they did in the past. Maybe they will come and actually say they're sorry, but it does feel like you're a little worried that they may go back to doing what they did before. Okay, but it does look like you have a lot of optimism about where this conversation is leading, you know, being a little optimistic. I think you're also optimistic about, you know, taking on that courageous role and saying, you know what, I'm just going to open my mouth. Right? But I'm going to be real calm about it. So that's a very good thing. Let's take a couple cards over here. So right now it's all about speaking your truth right now. There could have been some heavy partying, some gossip going on, right? Somebody's involved in your relationship. Maybe they were cheating. Maybe you thought they were cheating. Maybe you just need you know, we do have Three of Swords to the Three of Cups in reverse. Maybe you thought they were cheating, but maybe they need to explain themselves. Maybe, you know what, if you can explain to me, you know, instead of hiding things or making me think other things, why don't we come and have this conversation? So it does feel like you are going to confront this person that's doing these things, not going to isolate yourself anymore as well, which is pretty much just kind of just being in your mind and thinking all these things without really speaking about it. So there is definitely no more holding back, no more ignoring this situation. And just in your head, there's now time to take action and have this conversation. Absolutely. This will release any limiting beliefs to the situation, because at least now you can feel like you're restoring control, right? Restoring control where you felt like you were not in control of the situation. And it just feels like it was because you were very overwhelmed with this whole thing. Maybe you didn't know how to come out and say, it's kind of like I'm resting over here. I'm thinking about what I want to say about the situation without completely blowing up, for some of you. It doesn't have to be that way with everyone, but it does feel like there is something that you might feel like you're overcommitted to. And a lot of it might just be in your mind, right? A little overcommitted to the thinking instead of taking the action. It could be because you've given a lot to this relationship and they're not coming to say anything about it. So it does feel like you're going to have to step up to the plate and get the conversation going, because they're disconnected. They don't seem to want to talk about it. So it does kind of feel like you guys are in two different corners, not talking about this overwhelming situation. But now it looks like it's coming up. It's going to be done. Okay, so definitely recognizing the situation, recognizing what needs to be said, but also saying it with comfort and control. They could actually get disappointed, guys, or you may be disappointed with the outcome. Either they're disappointed with the outcome and they're leaving, or you're very disappointed with the outcome and you're leaving. And in a lot of ways, it actually looks like you're very disappointed with this outcome, and you are taking your cup of love and you are leaving this situation. And I just don't think you like what they had to say, or how they are, how they're speaking about this situation, or not completely coming clean about the situation. Okay, you might feel like you were doing all the talking, right? I was doing everything and you were focused, they're focused on something else, right? So it does look like they're just kind of doing the same thing over and over again, just like what you were kind of worried about the past. If I come to talk to them, will they just continue to ignore me? Yes, they kind of make you feel like I do believe it's you, and I do feel like you feel like you're the elephant in the room. Um, so it's like, I wanted to accomplish this. I wanted things to go my way, but you're ignoring me. So it doesn't look like they're really coming back to have the conversation that you had wanted them to have. Um, so it looks like they're just making more obstacles by not really opening up to you, even though you're taking all this time. So it does look like you will be letting go and surrendering to the situation after a lot of, deep contemplation over here about what is going on. It looks like there is no real change in the way that they're behaving. It's kind of crazy too, because it kind of feels like up here, like you're like, I want to talk, and they're like, okay. But then when it comes down to that situation, it's kind of like they're in this victim mode, or they're, not telling the whole truths, right? So they're not doing much to change the situation. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, let's have this open conversation. But if they're very silent and they're not changing anything, and they're not giving out any information or love, or wanting to feel like they're changing something, it feels like they're just pushing you away over here, Aries, right? Because they're not wanting to really, yeah, heal this with you, right? They don't really want to heal this. So I kind of feel like, for a lot of you, and yes, I do believe it's you, I feel like you're going to feel like maybe I wasted my time. I gave all this effort to something. I tried to heal this with you, and you just, either played me for a fool, or it's just this, it's just the same old roundy round. Okay. Just feels like it's the same old roundy round. So it does look like you are going to walk away from this situation. Okay, so see what's going on. Spirit says look for the signs of the times. Okay, let go of the situation, because you're not going to get a whole lot out of it anyways. Okay, so you're ready. You're ready to let go of this. Okay, because you have other things that are coming up in the next few weeks that you need to be prepared for. And I do feel like that's exactly what it is. Be prepared to take action in the next few weeks, because you have something else. Yes, something better, something else that's going to be coming onto your plate over here as you're pushing this out of the way. So something else is coming in that you're going to want to focus on. Okay, it's going to take up this energy. Okay. So that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.